Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Nick, and today I have a very special announcement, and you probably already know what it is if you read the title of the video, but we've reached quite a milestone today and reached the 5,000 subscriber mark, which is something that when I started this whole project back in April of 2012, I never thought we would actually get this far. My expectations for this were rather humble. I mean, we started back, I had about 100 subscribers back then. We were just doing some Meat Boy videos occasionally, the occasional LP would sneak its way in. And I thought, I really love indie games, why don't I make this series out of it? And, as of this recording now, we're 319 videos in the Indie Impression series, and I can't believe how much, amazing positivity and goodwill it's all generated, how much it's just gotten out there, and that people actually seem to care about it. I've made hundreds of friends with indie developers, hundreds of friends with viewers, other fellow YouTubers that have had my back in ways that I can't possibly express. And it's just an incredible feeling to be able to say that, you've done something that's gotten someone to actually notice. That's where I feel that we're at. And I know numbers, in essence, aren't really, the be-all, end-all of anything. It's just a number. But, it's a kind of a big milestone to say that you've gotten, from 100 to 5,000 people that basically putting their vote of confidence on your channel, saying that whatever you did was so interesting that I care to possibly watch it every day. And I don't know that everyone is going to watch it every day, but that's fine. Just the fact that you cared enough to click on it in the first place is a big deal. So, I mean, I just came here. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody that's been watching, that's been showing support for the channel, and how big of a deal that is to me that we're at this stage now. I mean, there were points in this whole project, and I don't know if that many of you have followed it since the beginning, but, I mean, there was a point where I lost my AdSense account. I basically thought, there wasn't going to be a future for my ability to do this because, let's be honest, I mean, this kind of thing leads to, hopefully, becoming an income source if you do it as constantly as I've been trying to do it, and, constantly meaning every single day, for almost a year now. So, I'm just really humbled to know that, people out there cared enough to help me fix that problem, because that in itself was a game stopper. That was end for me if that didn't change. And thank you again to Jason, writer for Kotaku, who happened to really get me out of that jam. And if you didn't know the story, I'll make a whole video about it, really just to explain exactly what happened there. But the really short version is essentially I lost my AdSense account. A fan of mine thought they were helping me. They spam clicked on an ad that I had on the website, which was tied to my YouTube account. When that all got screwed up, Google said, hey, somebody spam clicked this, you're losing your AdSense account, which means you can't ever get a partnership, and therefore that's sort of the end of the road when it comes to monetization for gameplay footage. And thankfully we were able to sidestep that whole issue with a lot of support and goodwill from you guys, and I just wanted to say that it really means a ton to me that we were able to get past that, and now I have a Machinima partnership, which is also a huge deal. I always kind of looked at Machinima like kind of the top of the line when it comes to a network to be with. TGS is amazing too, and I was in conversation with them as well, but I just felt like Machinima was the best way to go for me personally. So yeah, I mean, thanks to them, thanks to all the other fellow YouTubers that supported me, thanks to Kotaku, thanks to all the viewers for all the comments. I mean, this isn't going to turn into an Oscar speech, I just wanted to say a bunch of thank yous. So aside from that, and aside from all these big achievements and places that we've gotten, I also wanted to say that I will be, hopefully, unless anything major happens between now, which is, middle to end of February, depending on when this gets put up, I will be going to PAX East, and I will be hopefully making some videos about that as well. I'm not sure exactly what form that's going to end up being in, but another huge milestone was the fact that I submitted a media pass request to PAX, and they actually approved it. So someone actually believes out there that I am a member of press, which is a huge validation for all of the work that I've been putting in, and it really feels great. So I did want to also, aside from just getting all of that out there and kind of off my chest, to say thank you in a more concrete way, I do want to also give away a bunch of games. And the way that I am going to do that is in the form of, well, a couple of things. We're going to do an incremental game giveaway for the people who supported the Indie Impressions website. So I want to do every 100 more subscribers, so there's going to be one at the 5,000 mark, one at the 5,100 mark, so on and so forth until we reach 5,500. I'm going to put up another game for a pixel purchase or pixel auction So those of you out there who have been collecting those will have something to hopefully get out of it. And I do want to put up some of the better prizes, so to speak, for the people who have been really closely tied in with that whole project, because it's all a big effort, like, to put it all together between the Facebook, the Twitter, the website, the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel. Like, it's all one big thing. But aside from the website, I also do want to give away games just through the Twitter and occasionally through the Facebook as well. And I know I've mostly done a lot of the contests through the Facebook page, so I want to continue to support that as well. And I also want to make it a bigger thing that I do more live stream events, because I really enjoy that. Actually, it's one of my favorite parts of doing this whole thing is being able to dialogue with you guys live, like as it's all happening. And I also want to do a lot more collaboration videos with other YouTubers. So, I mean, if I could give you guys a commitment, it's just that I'm going to keep doing daily indie impressions videos, at the very least until we reach that year mark, which is coming up incredibly soon. That's going to be in April, and at that point I'm going to either take a little break or not. I might just keep going. I mean, really, that's been the driving factor of what has brought people, I think, to come watch my content, has been the indie impressions videos. But I do want to keep options open and, you know, continue to do Let's Play videos as well and collaborate with other YouTubers and just have fun. I mean, that's really the goal of all this. Cover a lot of indie games, dialogue about them, critique them to some degree, discover them, and help get the word out about ones that I feel that just haven't gotten their fair shake in terms of press. So yeah, giveaways, live stream events, collaborations, these are all things I want to continue to do more. And I wanted to, and I said this in a live stream recently, but I wanted to try to do 1 or 2 live streams a week if possible. And also try and give away games once a week, maybe, but that it's going to depend on funding and how often I'm getting keys in for giveaways and such. But keep in mind, I am trying to actively get you games as much as possible, because I do want you guys to be the ones playing them. That's really the goal, too. I mean, I want to make sure as many people as possible can try these actual games. And just because I'm getting them sent to me to try for the channel, like, that's great, and that's really, like, absolutely beneficial and making this whole thing continue to be possible. But I want to also get them to you guys as well. So that would be the big goals that I have in mind as far as how do you continue to drive things forward and continue to get you guys, you know, interested in what's going on and try and make it a daily thing as we've been doing. And I think that's a really good part of this whole experience, has just been making sure that every day there's something to come check out. I don't intend on really taking days off unless, you know, I have to for whatever reason, if I get really sick or something, which I'm guessing I'm probably going to be after PAX. Being isolated for so long away from all the pathogens of the world and then immediately thrust into, like, a breeding ground for them, I am most likely going to get sick and likely lose my voice. So I will try my best to have a backlog of videos in case that does happen. And again, thank you to the people who also helped me with emergency videos in the cases of where I lost power in the several storms that also probably should have stopped me from posting things, but thankfully didn't. And I know I never used those videos, but they're still sitting in a place where they will be ready to go in case I do need to. So you guys definitely helped me out of a bit of a jam there in case I needed to use those. So again, thank you to those couple of people who did send those to me. Also, thank you for the people who've been doing art and stuff, and thank you to the very loyal, awesome people who made me a subreddit. So if you haven't checked that out, also it's reddit.com/r/RockLeeSmile, and then you can go and check out the few posts that are there. It's not really going to be a huge deal, but at least not right now. I'm hoping to support it in bigger ways coming soon. So, I mean, those are really the basic things that I needed to say. Like, I just wanted to say a ton of thank yous to everyone. And the YouTubers specifically that have helped me out, you know who you are. I mean, and the viewers probably know who you are as well, because I kind of talk about you guys on a regular basis. But, you know, if you don't know who I'm talking about, follow me on Twitter. I'm in conversations with a few certain people all the time. But I will definitely continue to shout everyone out as often as possible. And I never want to be that kind of guy that's like, hey, you did something nice for me, I'm just going to ignore it. Like, that's just stupid. If somebody does something nice for me, they deserve acknowledgement for it, and there's been a lot of people that have done nice things for me, and so the reason I'm not specifically shouting them out is because there's so many at this point that I don't want to exclude anyone. But again, you know who you are. I will be happy to shout you out and continue to shout you out for future things. So again, thank you. That's probably about all I have to say for the moment. So again, contest coming up. Every 100 new subscribers from 50 5,000 to 5,500, we will have another game on the website, so check that out. And then watch for the Facebook page and Twitter for possible giveaways, and also the Twitch channel, which I will be trying to stream to even more frequently. I also may end up being streaming on the YouTube channel itself. Some issues with compatibility there. I'm trying my best to sort those out. I'm going to need to probably enlist a little bit of help from my friends who've gotten that to work properly. My first attempt was very unsuccessful. XSplit seems much easier to use for me than Wirecast, but I know it's possible. I just didn't pull it off yet. So watch for that as well. I do like quite a bit the fact that when I stream to the YouTube channel, you know, people who watch my YouTube channel can know that I'm streaming. Twitch is a little bit more of a crapshoot in that respect. You may not know if I am. So that is really it. Thank you so much to everyone who supported me this far. I really hope we can keep this thing going, push it forward into who knows where. I mean, when I started, I thought the cap for me was probably going to be if I could even reach 1,000 subscribers, that would be like the ultimate victory. And then after that, I was like, hey, if I can reach 3,000 subscribers, that would be an ultimate victory. And it's like, it just keeps going. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. If you guys can continue to support me the way you have right now, that would mean the world to me, and you guys are just the best. I sincerely owe you all hugs. And if I ever encounter you, you will all be getting handshakes and high fives or whatever you'd like. So thank you again, and I hope to see you in a lot of future videos. So take care. I'll talk to you later.